Welcome. This is the Midnight Marshmallow Society. Thank you for joining us. Tonight's tale comes from the dense hollows of Tennessee, where one forest restorationist uncovered something buried beneath a thicket of moss and roots, something that should have stayed forgotten.
I was assigned to the Southwick River Restoration Project in late spring. Nothing glamorous, just me, a tent, a week's worth of rations, and a checklist. Plot surveys, soil health, invasive species removal. The usual gig. You'd think working alone 5 miles off the nearest road would be peaceful. At first, it was. The forest there is old. Not just tall trees, old, primordial. You can feel it when you breathe. The kind of quiet that doesn't welcome you, it just tolerates you. 3 days in, I started finding them. Little stone markers, low to the ground, covered in lichen, too uniform to be natural. At first I thought they were survey monuments from an old study, but they were wrong. Some had crude carvings, symbols I couldn't place, circular, uneven, spiraling in on themselves. I marked the locations on my GPS. There were at least 9 of them, all in a ring, a wide one, maybe 40 feet across. The ground inside that circle was different too, thicker with moss. The soil was darker, damp even in the dry heat. Trees grew bent inward as if leaning toward something beneath. I should have left it at that, just taken my notes and moved on, but that night, the dreams started. I dreamed I was sinking into the ground, slowly, feet first, not falling, sinking, like the soil was thick, heavy water, pulling me under with no struggle, and something waiting down there, breathing slow, old. When I woke up, my boots were wet, caked in black mud like I'd been standing in the marsh, but I hadn't left the tent. At least, I didn't remember leaving. Next day, I went back to the ring, dug beneath one of the stone markers, a foot down. I hit roots. 2 feet down, I hit bone. Human. I called it in, radioed the main office, told them what I'd found. They said they'd send someone, and they didn't. That night, the radio went dead. Static. Then silence, and something moved outside my tent. Not footsteps, just the sound of something shifting, like a slow drag through wet earth. I held my breath, and then it stopped. The next morning, the circle was gone. No stones, no hole. The ground looked untouched, like nothing had ever been disturbed. I left that day, hiked the 5 miles in 2.5 hours. I didn't sleep for 3 days after I got back to the ranger station. A week later, I got an unmarked envelope. Inside was a short letter, typed, "No name. Leave it buried." It was a warning. I destroyed the GPS data, scrubbed my notes. And every night since, I dream of roots, wet black roots, curling around my legs, pulling me down, whispering, in a language I don't understand. I still don't know what I uncovered out there, but I know this. Whatever it was planted on purpose. Now that I've seen it, I think it knows I might dig again.
Len never went back to the Southwick site. He resigned quietly 2 weeks later. No explanation, no goodbyes. Moved out west, changed numbers, stopped answering emails. The official records list the project as inconclusive due to environmental interference. The area's still marked for restoration, but no one's been sent since. And Len? He says the dreams still come. He wakes up with soil under his nails, moss on his floorboards, so if the forest leans toward you, if the moss grows thick under your bed, and if the dirt never dries on your boots, don't dig, don't run, and whatever you do, don't disturb what grows in silence. The fire's fading now, but the story, it stays with you. If what you heard tonight kept you looking over your shoulder, you're one of us now. Follow the flicker at Midnight Marshmallow Society on Instagram. There you'll find more than stories. You'll find signs, threads, marks of the society, t-shirts for the chosen, clues for the curious, and a fire waiting to be rekindled. Until next time, keep your matches dry and your back to the woods, because the next story might already be watching.